Guess whose PC is dead? It's mine. Yep. So, yeah, the backstory is I woke up at around 9 o'clock-ish and went downstairs. I was kind of in a rush because I was going to this little workout with this guy, and I noticed that all this was off. I leave this on overnight, so usually the RGB is like all like glowing, but everything was off. The keyboard was off, mouse RGB was off, all that. Fans were off too. So I tried to turn it on, see if maybe the power cable got disconnected. It was not, so I tried to turn it on, nothing. And looked in here, there's a little debug LEDs, and none of them turned on at all. And no fans, nothing, no lights at all. But I did say I was in a rush, so I had to go, but it was on my mind the entire time. So got back, tried it again, then I decided to take most of it apart, or at least take everything out that wasn't essential, like all my PCIe cards and my graphics card, because I do have integrated graphics on my CPU. No boot still. Thought it was the power supply at first, but then I basically took all of it out, tried it with only the motherboard tester, like this little thing that basically it will turn on the fan on the power supply if it works. The fan on that works, so the power supply shouldn't be dead. I'm not sure if it's the issue though, but the fan still turned on, so I'm gonna assume that that's not the issue. But what is the issue, I'm pretty sure, is my motherboard, because I took basically everything else out, including my boot drive and all my hard drives and stuff, and those things, which I'll explain later. No boot at all, and yep, so I think it might have been a case of just some used stuff, because I got this from Amazon Warehouse, back last July. So that's about 4 months ago. Oh, wait, no, 11. Yeah, about 4 months ago. So, yeah, and it just sucks because I spent a lot of money, spent a lot of time on this PC, and now I got to replace the motherboard. And I don't even know if the CPU is dead, but I hope it isn't. So, yeah, I think it also may be a case of I kind of poured Gatorade on this thing. But hear me out. So, no, so I was drinking Gatorade right here, and it spilled onto that and onto that speaker. And it also kind of spilled onto the back panel of this, but it only seemed to hit the part of the back panel, not the power supply or the motherboard. But it might have gotten through these couple holes for airflow, which is a problem because, I mean, I think it might have been the Gatorade because I only did that a couple days ago, and it looked like it didn't even get into here, but it could have. And right here is where the motherboard I/O is, so it might have hit there, and then, but there's also the power cables there, so I might have screwed that up too. And now I don't have a motherboard, so, yeah. I think the hard drives and those drives are fine. Those drives run in a mode with basically Windows storage spaces, where, whenever I copy it to those drives, they copy to both drives. And if one fails, it'll probably alert me, but the other one will still be fine with the same data. And I think those drives are fine because, I just hope so, really, because those are my backup drives. It has a lot of stuff on them. Then I also tested my boot drive, which is in this little enclosure. Plugged into a laptop, it was fine. All my data was there. And there's also still an SSD in there, but I'm just not going to take it out for now because I don't really want to. But, yeah. So my diagnosis is motherboard failure, and I really hope that's the only problem. But, yeah, so sucks, but, I think I have some money to maybe try to get a new motherboard, but it's just going to be a pain all around because I basically got to rebuild half of this. So, yeah, luckily I tested basically everything else. They used the graphics card on my other computer. Over there is the GTX 970 that I used to have. It works fine in here. I don't have it plugged in right now, so I can't show you, but I think I may just be running off this for a while, or I might just be running off my laptop over there. So, yeah. It just sucks, man. But, yeah, thanks for watching if you watched this entire thing. TLDR, motherboard dead. I have to get a new one. So, there might be a pause on videos. I also have a school project that I've been editing on this, and, yeah, no more. I mean, no, it's still there, but, like, it still sucks because, now I got to deal with this thing, which already has its own set of issues, so, I think that's enough rambling for today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.